keep the music playing.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. The Killeen community will gather today to mourn the loss of Fire Captain Marvin Taylor III, who died in a tragic car crash shortly after welcoming his fifth child into this world. His funeral is at 11 at Holy Family Catholic Church in Coppers Cove. A procession will follow with burial at Our Lady of the Rosary Cemetery in Georgetown. Drivers should expect delays near on-ramps and intersections along Interstate 14 and State Highways 201 and 195. Meanwhile, residents in West are wrapping their heads around a dramatic scene that unfolded outside the city where a plane made an emergency landing in the middle of the road. It landed on Heritage Parkway near Heritage Ridge, just southeast of the city yesterday afternoon. Thankfully, it landed safely and no one was hurt. A witness says she has never seen anything like this. The roadway has since reopened to traffic. From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Central Texas's weather is about to change for the wonderful for about 36 hours, but hey, still wonderful this time of year is what we would all like to see. A cold front pushing through this morning still means out-the-door temperatures for many of us will be in the mid to upper 70s, but humidity will drop by mid-morning, may even see a brief temperature drop mid-morning before we warm up with that mid-May sun into the low to mid-80s this afternoon. That lack of humidity really going to be noticed this afternoon and tomorrow morning as we're out the door in the upper 50s and low 60s. Some humidity will move back in tomorrow, but it's still going to be around an average day of weather with highs in the mid to upper 80s. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Welcome to the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. It's the Zack Owen Show live. I'm Jim Alvarado. Right now it's time for the National Anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Now, here to perform our National Anthem, please welcome retired Navy Petty Officer First Class General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? or the land of the free and the home of the brave.
For the national anthem. Let's hear it for the flyover from two EA-18G Growlers from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
America, welcome to the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, live from the backyard. It's the Avocado filling in for Zack Owen's show. I don't know where Zack Owen is, but man, he's out there. He's golfing, of course. This show is being brought to you by our friends at Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, and our friends at Be Kind Coffee. Thank y'all. Be kind. It's really good. And it's Veteran Week all week because we're getting ready for Memorial Weekend. Memorial Day, of course, this weekend, and I believe on Monday. But in honor of that, we're celebrating our veterans. And today, please help me welcome our veteran today, Mr. Kevin Davids.
Oh.
How you doing, Kevin?
Great. Thanks for having me.
What an honor to be here. And by the way, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I got halfway through my show yesterday and forgot to say that to the gentleman yesterday. So tell us a little bit about what branch you were serving.
Yeah, so I served in the Marine Corps from 2003 to 2007.
How come you didn't say hoorah after that?
It comes with the long hair. Sometimes
okay.
it's trained.
Because you're not in the Marine Corps anymore, obviously. No, because I have a buddy, man. He was in the Marine Corps, and every time he says Marine Corps, he has to say the hoorah. I'm like, maybe you weren't in the Marine Corps, because my uncles, both of them were in the Marine Corps, and they never said United States Marine Corps and then ended it with hoorah.
If you get me in the room with other Marines, then
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you served for how many years, you said?
Just 4 years.
4 years.
03 to 07.
That's enough, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What did you do while you were in the military?
Reconnaissance Marine.
Really?
So I served with 3rd Recon Battalion most of my time
over
in Okinawa.
I was going to say, where were you stationed at?
Yeah, Okinawa. Yeah.
So did you get to go to California for the training, or?
We did, yeah. So we started, the pipeline for the training most of that was in California, and then jump school and SEER school and all that stuff.
So you were not far from Miramar, were you?
We were not far, yeah. We did some pre-deployment training over in Miramar. So,
yeah. How is that to be out there with those fighter jets flying over you like that? Top Gun.
Oh, yeah, pretty awesome.
Dude,
Yeah, I grew up watching Top Gun. So.
I did too,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm a tour bus driver, and we were in San Diego, California not too long ago, and I didn't think nothing of it, and they said, hey, y'all going to Miramar? I'm like, Miramar? They go, yeah, Miramar's only like 15, 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
And by the way, you hear those rockets? Those are the Top Gun fighter jets playing. Yeah. But I didn't know I could never figure out where they go flying in the canyons at. Is that between California and New Mexico or Mexico?
I'm not sure.
Because, in Top Gun movie, you could see the flight deck.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not far from the base, so.
Yeah. Who's that? Jester? Or?
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't go below the flight deck with Jester or something like that. So in the military, your job was you said reconnaissance. So what was your physical job in the Marines?
Well, in my time that I was in 03 to 07, we kind of deviated a little bit from the traditional reconnaissance mission, because the traditional reconnaissance mission is, get behind enemy lines, report back to headquarters on enemy positions and troop movement and different things. But I was more involved in the Iraq War, and so with guerrilla type warfare like that, there are no real enemy lines. There's not a jungle to hide in. So it became a lot of direct action type stuff. We'd find high value targets and then do a series of raids and go roll them up. And
did you have to wear the equipment on your back, or like the radios and stuff
yeah,
like that?
yeah, all the equipment. I was a point man, so I was also carrying like a breaching shotgun and
point man. That means you were the first one to go out and over the line.
First one to go into a building or any of that.
That's not fun, was it? Come on.
You gotta put yourself.
Go first, dude. We're right behind you. I mean,
You got to
come on.
put yourself in the right state of mind. For
I was
sure.
gonna say, man, that would. No, I'm not gonna be the point man. How did I get this gig? You know, I got to be the guy behind the point man. But the point man is probably the most respected person in the squad. I bet.
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to say that. Every person on the team has a,
Well,
has a
I
role,
know.
but
I mean-
team, and a lot of times, you know, team leaders and assistant team leaders, they would choose to be the first man in. So, in fact,
So it was an honor to be the first man in.
sure. Well, it was it's more of I'm not going to ask someone to do what I'm not willing to do, and so yeah. In fact, I lost a good friend of mine, Michael Fursky, who. Was a team leader, wasn't a point man, but chose to be the first man in and was killed in action. So there's a lot of good heroes like that. So, yeah.
So you've seen some action, you've seen some more, and you've probably seen things you probably don't want to talk about. How do you deal with that still, man? I mean, is PST? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. That PS, was it PSTD?
PTSD.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Hell, I can't even say it right.
No,
I'm having PSTD because I can't say PTSD.
No, it does, and it's interesting as you transition out. You know, different phases of life kind of hit you differently too. But community is, I think, where it's at. Sometimes there's the tendency to self-isolate and to draw away from people, and you got to fight through that. And you got to. I mean, my wife's been a huge part of my transition success and the community, the brothers that have come alongside me, and so, you know, and I want to be that for others too, and that's kind of what it's all about. So.
Yeah, because I was gonna say military is being in the military. Everyone goes in there because they think, you know, hey, I just need to get educated, get my education done for free, or I'm trying to build up some financial stability or something like that. But then they don't realize there's a mental game that's going to play a big part of your life. It may be only 4 years at the moment, but that 4 years is going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
It does, yeah.
And that's sometimes hard to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess that's why they have communities for veterans of foreign wars.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we've got some great things happening locally here, creating community and making sure people aren't alone and people are looking out for each other. So some really good things happening. For sure.
Now, spring forward so many years now, you're not in the military anymore, obviously, because your hair is a little long.
That's right.
Which is fine. I think sometimes in the military you see them, especially if you're in a war, you can't get a haircut.
That's right.
How did y'all get a haircut while you're in the field?
Oh, we still had to get our haircuts. We'd have Sergeant Major coming out and checking on us, but
there's not a local
sometimes
barber in a war zone to get your hair. Hey, it's time out. I got to get my haircut. I mean,
sometimes it was your buddy that bought a $20 pair of clippers.
Clippers?
And,
Yeah.
It wasn't a great haircut. But
I
it was
thought
a
they were
haircut.
military issued clippers.
Yeah.
They would scalp your head. Quick, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes you
Leave
got to use a
scars
razor.
on your head?
Yeah. There might have been a little bit of that. Yeah.
So I bet it was fun, especially when they're falling asleep. Hey, we're going to give him a haircut. You ever had any
Hey,
of those?
there's a lot of boredom when you're deployed, so you got
I
to fill
bet
it somehow.
so.
Yeah.
I bet so. And you always have to keep your feet dry, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So what do you do now, Kevin?
So now I work at Baylor University with our VETS program, serving our military-connected students over there. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal.
It's an honor to get to
How
work
long have
with
you
them.
been doing that over there?
9 years now.
9 years.
Yeah.
No one even knew it was over there. It's a well-kept secret. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, hopefully we can get the word out there. We actually have a pretty profound legacy of military service over at Baylor. If you walk around campus, you'll see 147 lampposts with shield-shaped plaques on them. Those are all men and women that we honor who have given their life in service that have come from Baylor. We've got 2 military detachments, an amazing Air Force and Army ROTC. In fact, our Air Force ROTC detachment just won Detachment of the Year nationally.
Oh, wow.
We've got 2 Medal of Honor recipients that have come from Baylor. And a lot of people don't realize we have 1,700 military-connected students currently attending Baylor when you count veterans, dependents, spouses, and
1,700?
1,700. So
Wow.
now my primary focus in my role is working with our undergraduate student veterans, where that population dwindles down to 100. which is pretty neat because then I get to really know each of our students pretty individually and get to walk alongside them as they.
So you're saying they went into the military first, and now they're into college?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So
instead of going to college and then going into the military.
Right. Yeah. So
they did it backwards, didn't
they? They did.
Kind of.
So they're the older student in class.
Yeah.
You've got a campus very much mostly the 18 to 22-year-old right out of high school.
Yeah.
And then you've got us, sometimes beards and sleeve tattoos and everything. And so.
Now, had you known what we know now, you probably would try to do a 2-year community college and then go in as a officer or something,
Yeah.
It only takes 2 years of college before you go into the military because you just jump rank.
Yeah, well,
and get treated so differently.
I was not going to be successful in college coming out of high school.
It was good just to get out of high school.
Yeah.
No
I
more
needed a
books.
drill instructor to drill some discipline into me. First,
Yeah,
so,
you and me both, man. Hey, we'll have more with Kevin coming up right now. We got to take a quick break. This hour, of course, being brought to you by Waco Realty, the Eastling Group. God, if I can say that right this morning. I need more coffee. And that's why I'm going to drink some more Be Kind coffee. Hang on. We'll be right back more with Kevin on the Zack Owen Show.
Eco Terra Beds. Better sleep inspired by nature. You deserve better than synthetic. Get the unmatched comfort of natural latex and the superior support that can only be achieved through our uniquely heat-treated and stress-relieved steel coils. Your back, hips, and shoulders will fall into perfect alignment in any position, meaning that you get deeper, more comfortable rest. Visit ecoterrabeds.com.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like, but if you look closer, it's actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It's what is used in movies, TV, music videos, and ads when the script calls for tons of cash or for the bills to be destroyed. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. I got these from propmoney.com. They're the official industry standard. I also got some stacks from different decades, from the 90s, 2000s, and even Money Band. Visit propmoney.com today to get your money seen or money shot right with Prop Money Inc.
Safely send money abroad in just a few steps with Remitly. Sign up with your email, enter an amount, choose how your loved ones would like to receive the money, enter your recipient's information, select a payment method, hit send, and relax, knowing your delivery time is guaranteed. Download the Remitly app today.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. VivoSun is known for its range of products designed for indoor gardening, catering to both beginners and experienced growers. VivoSun has it all for your indoor gardening needs. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
whypersonalloans.com. We protect your information with advanced data encryption technology so you can request a loan with peace of mind and from the ease of your home. Request a loan anytime, day or night. Our partners can offer loans up to $35,000 with varying rates and terms. Review your loan offer with no obligation and decide what works for you. Visit personalloans.com today.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
Over the decades, ARB has consistently pushed boundaries, introducing groundbreaking products like our iconic bumpers, Old Man Emu suspension systems, air lockers, and the recent brushless air compressor. Each innovation is designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Streamline event and appointment booking with Amelia's sleek, modern, and fully customizable booking forms. Tailor the colors, fonts, and design to match your brand and seamlessly integrate with your WordPress website. Whether it's for events or appointments, Amelia makes booking simple, stylish, and perfectly aligned with your business. Enhance your booking experience today at WPAmelia.com. That's WPAMELIA.com. Amelia.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill live on the Zack Owen Show. It's Avocado filling in for the vacationing Zack, who's out there playing golf somewhere. And today we have veteran Kevin Davis hanging out with me. Now, Kevin, did you know on today is World Bee Day?
I did not know
Get
that.
your buzz on, man. This is National Rescue Dog Day today. Go out and support the rescue dogs. So if you don't support your rescue dogs, then you're not going to have a good day today. International Clinic Trials Day. I'm out.
Clinic trials.
Are you in? You gonna do some of that?
I don't need any trials.
What
here.
kind
The
of-
government has experimented on me enough here.
I bet so, man. I can imagine so. Good grief. Yeah, I was thinking about that. International Red Sneakers Day. First of all, they should be outlawed.
I don't own any red sneakers.
Who would own red sneakers? I mean, what's the purpose of having red sneakers? Raise awareness about food allergies. That's why you wear them.
Yeah.
Did you know red sneakers were linked to food allergies? I did not know.
I didn't know that.
And honors the memory of Oakley Debs, a young boy who passed away due to an allergic reaction. Encourage education on allergy safety and prevention. So now I'm embarrassed. I need a pair of red shoes. You'd ever think that you would need red shoes for anything like that? You do? Wow. I'm out. You have no red shoes?
I have 0 red shoes.
Now we know the story behind red shoes. All right, so we were just talking during the commercial break that you guys are a yellow ribbon status school?
That's right. So Yellow Ribbon School, so we participate in the Yellow Ribbon program with the post 9/11 GI Bill.
Yeah.
And so what that is it's an agreement that Baylor has made to say, hey, the post 9/11 GI Bill stops at basically half of what it would take to fund 100% of the tuition and fees. And so Baylor says we'll pay half that remaining cost. The VA pays the other half, and so 100% for eligible undergraduate student veterans. They have 100% of their tuition.
Dude, that's huge.
It's awesome, yeah. And what's cool is then it opens the door of access to a school like Baylor, and so I get to work with a student population that's got all sorts of different backgrounds and experiences, and they bring a real vibrancy to our campus community.
I bet you never have a dull moment.
Oh,
during the day.
every day is different. It's
You get a bunch of
right.
characters coming through there, don't you?
they're all amazing, but yeah, they all
that's what I'm
have some
saying.
pretty awesome stories.
Yeah, I mean, they got to have some stories. They go into the military first and deploy, and then they come back and do college.
Yeah.
College is hard enough to do it in the first place, but with all that on your brain from what you're still having to, like I said, mental health goes a long way, and they still have to deal with that.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens before the military. I got a student that would talk about how he was shot, and I was like, oh, when were you deployed? It's like, oh, that was before I even joined the military. That was just growing up. And
that was my brother, man. He shot me by accident. We were playing around. It happens all the time. I got shot. I didn't shoot my brother in the head with a BB gun, but we were in the tree, me and my brother were. My other brother thought it would be funny. My older brother thought it'd be funny to shoot us with a BB gun while we were in the tree. I'm like, and I had boots on, so he shot my boot. It ricocheted off my boot and hit my little brother in the head. Lucky it didn't put his eye out. I mean, but it did scar him. It's got like a little scar right there on his forehead.
He needs to see A Christmas Story, poke an eye out.
I don't know how we survived childhood. I'm telling you, kids, you don't understand how lucky you have it now. I mean, you didn't get spanked like we did. If you spank a kid now, you're going to jail or something. There's the rights for that. What happened to our rights when we were younger?
Yeah, they didn't exist.
I know. So nowadays, do you get with your old buddies? Y'all ever get together and go do something, or do you hang out, or you just working all the time?
Dispersed all over the country now, so sometimes it's hard to get together. We were able to go back here several years ago for a memorial for the gentleman I mentioned, Michael, and so we got to connect with his family, and it was an opportunity to reconnect with some of the guys I served with. So that was pretty neat. It's it's like reconnecting with brothers. You just pick up where you left off. But
do y'all still mess with each other?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Brotherhood is brotherhood.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You
And,
still have a couple that
Oh, yeah.
pokes you and you poke them back?
For sure.
Yeah.
We like to poke each other. We actually host a big branch rivalry flag football tournament here locally over at Touchdown Alley. So we get about 400 vets together over by Veterans Day, and we each poke each other on our branch rivalry, when we're in public, we're all friends, but when we get us all together, we got to poke at each other a little bit.
Marines of Marines, right?
Yeah. We get a bunch of vets playing flag football. What could go wrong here? We have a good time.
Is it the Marines versus the Army or Air Force?
We do the 4 branches, and then Space Force now has to fall in with the Air Force, and Coast Guard falls in with the Navy. It's hard to come up with a full team for those guys. But,
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to go check in with one of my favorite cats. Her name is Nashville Cat. What's going on, Nashville Cat?
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Morgan Wallen's new album, I'm the Problem, just made country history, breaking Spotify's record for the most streamed country record of 2025 in a single day. John Party's wife walked into her 2-year-old daughter's room and saw John in the crib with her. He had to curl up in the fetal position to fit, though. Presley calls him Daddy. Kenny Chesney's in rehearsals now for his Vegas residency at Sphere. Kenny says it'll be loud, and he's also going to mess with our brains a little. Finally, Blake Shelton performs on the season finale of The Voice tonight. Carrie Underwood's vinyl edition of Some Hearts, only at Target, can be pre-ordered now. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Thank you, Nashville Cat. Boy, I tell you what, American Idol is over with. The Voice is still on. Do you watch the reality music shows like that?
I can't say I do.
Come on, man. So I'm telling you right now, I'm a big fan of American Idol. Not so much of The Voice anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, The Voice has gone downhill since Blake Shelton came off.
Oh, yeah.
Reba McEntire almost destroyed The Voice last year. Yeah. So that's why she's not back this year. She's not funny when she tries to be funny. I mean, that's just Reba, though. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have more with Kevin Davis coming up as we're going to talk about what he's going to cook for Memorial Day weekend. It's all coming up on the Zack Owen Show live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at sarn.com.
At Covers and All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Engels 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Have you ever wondered why so many pet parents are choosing to have virtual vet appointments? Online veterinary care is making it easier than ever to get expert advice for your pet. Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns and expand access to pet care. Book your first appointment today.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
No, I'm not Zack Owen, and no, do I even try to be, but I'm doing my best to do a show live from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. I'm Jim Alvarado, a.k.a. Avocado, and we're celebrating Veteran Week all week for Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend, which is great. And we have Kevin Davis over here from the Marine Corps from Baylor University, and Kevin's got a joke of the day. Before we get into anything else, we want to hear the joke of the day. We got to hear some laughter.
All right, being from Baylor, we got to do this one.
Okay.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
Bear bottom?
A gummy bear.
That actually is pretty good. I'll have to use that again somewhere else. I don't know who. Just don't use it to my grandmother or somebody like that.
6 years and below. That's your demographic there.
Yeah. It's a dad joke, right? Dad joke. So tell me, I mean, more about at the Baylor thing. I mean, how long has that been going? I mean, because you said you've been there for how many years now?
Yeah, 9 years.
9 years, but it's been going before that, or
it has been.
Are you the first?
No. So actually, everything was started by our founder, Dr. Janet Bagby, who was a educational psychology professor. She was married to an Army Vietnam veteran, and her son was in the Marines, Huey pilot. And so she had the eyes to notice our vets and know that we were, a yellow ribbon school. So we started having vets come, and she asked the question, hey, what are we doing to make sure that they're successful as they can be here? And then she did a bunch of research and kind of answered her own question, built a program. This all happened in 2011, 2012, when actually I was a student there. And I remember right before I graduated, she had sent out an email saying, hey, we're trying to get our vets together, trying to figure out what a vets program might look like. And like most of our vets, I was working full time and married, and so I had other irons in the fire. I wasn't even able to attend that meeting, but she took from there and she built a whole program. And then in 2016, ultimately they hired on their first full-time vets program manager, which I was able to fool them enough to hire me. So here
You're the first official manager.
First official, yeah. But Janet really, she's the one who started everything. So.
But Did they come back and give you your tuition back or no?
Well, again, we had the GI Bill, so we had 100%.
So you didn't have to worry about it.
My tuition fee was covered. They even pay you a monthly BAH stipend to help cover cost of living and stuff while you're attending school. And so then it's, with the VETS program, it's, okay, now how do we make sure and support you to be as awesome as you can be in school? And so our student vets are amazing. First, Baylor's got a mission of servant leadership. And our vets have a lived chapter of that before they even step foot on campus. And so it really is a really cool marriage of our mission and the mission of our vets, how they've already lived that. And now it's just about transitioning, making them realize, hey, just because you hung up the uniform doesn't mean your identity and servant leadership is over. Let's pick up the ruck and keep going. So,
what is the age limit on that?
On the GI Bill?
Yeah.
The stipulations is you just had to have served 36 months or more after 9/11. It kills me. Some of our Desert Storm pre 9/11, the VA benefits don't cover them as well. So that kills me. But post 9/11 veterans, and then there's some other legislation too. There's the Forever GI Bill that happened like 2017, 2018, which put no time limit on when you have to use your benefit. So if you got out recently, you probably don't have a time limit. You probably have benefits sitting there. Of course, we'd love to have you here or you use it wherever you go, MCC or TSCC or wherever.
So somebody out there watching right now is saying, man, I had no idea that program was available for me.
Yeah.
How do I attend? How do I get set up with that? Who do I talk to? What's the first point of contact do I need to do at this point now?
Yeah, reach out to admissions, Baylor admissions. You can just go on Baylor's website, look up admissions. A lot of our vets are coming in as transfer students, so to be eligible as a transfer student, you have to have 24 credit hours or more at a previous institution. So a lot of people are getting credits while they're in the military, or maybe they go like me to the local community college here and get some credits. If you have 24 or more, then you come in as a transfer, and there's a separate transfer admissions coordinator.
Is it easier to do that than it is to come in straight for attending because the list is so long?
Yeah. I call it kind of the back door into bed. So
you highly recommend go get a 2-year degree somewhere else and then come in.
Well, either way, if you are eligible and able to come in as a freshman, we'd love to have you that way. My personal story is my high school transcripts weren't going to get me into Baylor, so I had to go
or any college, man. Because I'm telling you, and I'm not going to mention other colleges' names because we're honoring Baylor, but. Dude, if you're not in the top 5 or 10% of your class of straight A's, you're not going to go to college, right? Because I had 2 nephews who are trying to get into a college, and they couldn't get in because they're great. I mean, they were straight A students, but not 100%. They had to be somewhere.
Well, and it's hard for sure.
And because so many people have straight A's, but they want the honor of honors. You know, that's who get into the college at freshman level.
Yeah, and I can't speak too much into our admissions. I'm stepping way out of my lane there, but
I'm not trying to get you in that. I'm not trying to get you fired already, dude. but I'm just saying it's probably better to go get a 2-year community college.
You can definitely go that route. If you're like me, you go over to your community college.
Get your basics done over there.
Sure, yeah, it's a great way.
I heard a long time ago when I went to college, basic at a community college is better than a basic at a Ivy League school. In a way, or in a Baylor school, or in A&M, or wherever you go.
Yeah, I think either way you do it, just make sure you plan out your trajectory wherever you decide you want to go for your end date of your 4-year degree. A lot of times, what I see vets fall into is they don't think about where they want to finish, and so sometimes they waste credits and waste time pursuing hours that don't actually translate to the degree. So really plan out your trajectory ahead of time. And if they're interested in Baylor, reach out to me and I'll point them in the right direction. You can Kevin_Davis1 at Baylor.edu.
Say that again.
Kevin_Davis1 at Baylor.edu. And I'd be happy to talk to you and point you in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, that's more of a consulting thing that you would do at first and kind of help them out. And which I would highly recommend doing that first before you make any kind of move, because you may have qualifications to get straight into Baylor and do the 4 years there.
Sure, yeah.
Or we have a great community college here in the Central Texas area.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Whether it's MTC or TSTC or.
I'm a Highlander myself.
It's not called TSTC anymore, is it?
Is it not? I don't know.
I don't know if.
Okay.
They might have changed their name.
I don't know.
I haven't been over there in a while, man.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's some community colleges, and if they're full, there's always Temple. They have great community colleges over there in the Central Texas area.
For sure. Yeah.
Or you can go to Dallas.
Yeah.
If you want to travel.
If you want to go up there, yeah. Just
But-
don't wear purple. No.
All right, so it's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody cooks. I mean, that's just the thing we do in honor of the vets.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always people pouring out a beverage singing, "This is for my brothers." So they're going to cook some meals for my brothers and sisters out there.
Yeah.
What do you like to cook on Memorial Day weekend?
Man. I'm shamefully not a great.
You're not a slow cooker?
Barbecuer. No. I think for our Memorial Day this year, it might be a lake day, so we might be taking the boat out and get out of the water. Yeah, it's an old.
Here's my number.
It's an old one, you know. She barely floats.
I don't want to be on. My boss has an old boat, and I heard some stories. Or he has some land in Beaumont, Texas.
Oh yeah.
He goes duck hunting up there, and you don't have a normal boat up there because you have a lot of swampland.
Yeah.
So he has an airboat.
Yeah.
And his airboat, he said, is very dangerous because he doesn't have the protection screen on the big blades.
Mm-hmm.
And him and my tour manager and a couple of buddies went duck hunting one day, or just playing on the airboat.
Yeah.
Got in the middle of the swamp, no gas.
No.
He made them get in alligator-infested waters to push this boat because you only knee deep, right?
Yeah.
But it's alligator-infested. You might as well say there's piranhas in there, man. I'm not jumping off, dude. You ran out of gas. It's your boat. You get it.
Yeah, those are some good friends.
Fire me, right? So yeah, that was a boat story. I'm like, man, when you say boat, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because you never know, man. You might break down in the middle of the water and And then what?
I
Paddle?
did some bow fishing off of a boat like that.
Oh, did you?
A while back.
I bet that was fun.
With a veterans group. That was pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe I need to hook y'all up and go with him and go bow fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll take you out there. Just watch the blades.
I'll just
man.
make sure he's full of gas before we head out.
Oh, he's always full of gas. Yeah. By the way, happy birthday to him because we'll talk about that in birthdays. But yesterday was his birthday.
Oh, right.
I didn't wish him a happy birthday yesterday, so I'll have to do that during the birthdays coming up next hour.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll come back more with Kevin Davis as we celebrate Veterans Week all week for Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It's the Zack Owen Show.
Dive into adventure with Scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust Scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at Scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com. Your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internix.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, your world's leading pet DNA service.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Backyard Bar Station Grill. One of my favorite places to hang out here in the Waco, Texas area. It's the Zack Owen Show. Avocado filling in for the vacationing. Well, not really. He's out there golfing. I hope he got wet yesterday. Kevin Davis, our veteran for the hour. We got another veteran coming up next hour. Normally we have a musical guest coming up next hour, but we're going to celebrate Veterans Week, and today we have two veterans, so I can't wait to see who we have coming up next hour. Kevin was talking about cooking, and then he talked about boats, and I got sidetracked with my John Boy, what do they call it? John Boat?
Yeah.
Not a John Boy.
Yeah.
I'm on the Waltons now. So you don't cook. I'm going to help you out.
I've been fired from the kitchen. Yeah.
Man, it's not the kids outside. All right, is it the man's job to cook outside, or is that what we think it is?
Oh, man.
Because there's some women who can really cook
Yeah,
outside
for sure.
on the grill.
For sure.
But the grill seems to be the man's area.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who put that in our pocket.
Yeah.
Because everybody says, you cooking? I'm like, why I got to cook?
Yeah.
Y'all get to go swimming in the pool, and I got to be out here cooking. So I come up with this idea called electric grill or electric smoker.
Yeah.
It's not a grill, it's a smoker.
Okay.
And you don't have to get the high dollar one. Yeah. So I'm going to help you out. You just go to Walmart or go to Home Depot, wherever you go get your grills at. Get you a little cheap electric smoker. Yeah. You want the kind that has the pellets. I'm not a big fan of yet because I haven't had one with pellets, so I can't talk about that.
All right.
But I like real wood chips.
Yeah.
And you get you a smoker with real wood chips, and they sell them right there by the smoker, little bags.
Okay.
And it tells you, even for people like you and I,
Yeah.
don't know what wood goes with what meat, because there's different woods for different meats.
I need it broken down. Yeah.
It has pictures of the animals of the wood. Like Apple does fish, chicken, and pork.
I'm a Marine. I need pictures here.
Mesquite does beef, pork. I mean, there's so I do a mixture of hickory and apple.
Okay.
Which is good on pretty much any kind of meat. So
All right.
pork, like chicken, pork chops, pork tenderloin, whatever. I mean, pork tenderloin's probably. And I'm gonna tell you what. So I don't know if y'all ever heard of Meat Church. Have you ever heard of Meat Church?
No.
It's like the best thing ever. I have now am part of Meat Church in Waxahachie, Texas.
Okay.
this guy made millions on his sauce, just seasonings.
Okay.
So, but he took a bologna. I don't know if you ever seen a bologna. It was like this round and that long.
Yeah.
It's like a big like shoulder or something, but it was a bologna.
Huh.
He took it and smoked it for like 3 to 4 hours in an electric smoker, like we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just put it on, went swimming, come back later, it was done.
Oh, yeah.
Then he took a cheese grater and grated the whole bologna into like real thick, like a cheese, like grated cheese.
Yeah.
Then took that smoked bologna and put it on a flat grill and put barbecue sauce on there and stirred it up and made it sliders out of his. Man, it's the best sliders ever.
Really?
I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine bologna being that good,
Yeah.
but boy, the way he was making it, God, man, it was probably better than brisket.
Interesting. Yeah.
Bologna, cheap. Smoke your bologna. Be the hero this weekend.
All right. All right.
And you're welcome for that, tip.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
For everybody else, you're welcome
My
too.
wife thanks you. Yeah.
And go to Meat Church. You can get all those recipes from him. But yeah, he does really cool stuff like that.
Cool.
So you got to smoke something.
All right. I'll work on that.
Meat-wise, I mean.
All right.
Nothing illegal, man. That's up to you. No, I mean, if not, just go get you some charcoal, get you a little charcoal grill and throw some hamburgers on. That's probably what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that might.
Smoking's too much work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you
I
gotta-
might just come here to the backyard here where they'll just grill
They
for me.
smoke.
Yeah.
They smoke a lot of meat back there, man.
Yeah.
It's really good, too. It's really good. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up here with Kevin Davis. Thank you so much, and thank you for your time. And, man, you're wonderful.
Yeah.
And thank you for what you're doing over there at Baylor University. And if anybody can get a hold of you, tell them one more time how to get a hold of you there.
Kevin_Davis1 at Baylor.edu.
All right. Look him up, and he'll hook you up, consultate you, whatever you need, and get you started, get your education career going.
All right. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for having
Kevin.
me.
No,
Yeah.
you bet. Thank you. All right, man, we're going to take a little quick break. Or I think it was a music video. We're going to do, all right, so, Kevin, I do a show called Behind the Wheel with Avocado because I'm a tour bus driver.
All right.
And I get to see all these artists, and then I bring them into a studio, and we'll sit and talk about their music. And we're doing one right now, and I think this guy right here was an A&M Yale leader when he was going through A&M, and he's one heck of a singer-songwriter. So this is Keller Cox. This is a little bit of Behind the Wheel with Avocado.
Wheel with Avocado.
Hi, I'm Jim Alvarado, and you're watching Behind the Wheel with Avocado. And today we have in studio special guests. Please welcome Keller Cox. What's up, Keller?
Good to see you, sir.
Man,
Thanks for having me.
It's been a while, huh?
It feels like it.
It's
What was
only
it,
30 days?
a month ago?
Yeah.
So,
well, folks, if you haven't noticed that Keller and I are new friends, we've got introduced about a month ago on a tour.
Yep.
I was a driver for William Clark Green and the group called the Panhandlers, and Keller actually joined our
I was tagging
tour.
along. So,
And,
so we have the same management. And so I was able to, we were going to Steamboat for the Music Fest up there.
and you flew in just like all the other guys because I was the driver of one bus, and another driver named Billy was the driver of Josh Adams' bus. And we got there the day before, so when you guys flew in, the buses would be there ready to go. And, of course, when you got there, there was 6 inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
When we got there was no snow on the ground. So lucky you, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how you guys do it, man. If it's nighttime and I'm driving, it is dangerous. I cannot drive at nighttime.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do it.
You know what? Snow doesn't bother me. Ice is the only thing that bothers me.
Here you go. Damn Good Friends. It goes like this. I may not know much, but a 12-pack is better than 6. 24's even better, with buddies to toss 'em back with. When you first meet that girl, tell me who talks you up, and tell me who's got your back. When you take that first punch, the road goes on forever and the party never ends. Sometimes you can't stop the hell life puts you in. It can sure feel like heaven, just depends who you're with, because you find out the real fun begins when you get some damn good friends. every stupid idea that you had, who was there by your side. Could have been the panhandler, you know what I'm saying? Through the good and the bad and the times that you all could have died. Yeah, we sure didn't think it was funny back then. Now we bring it up every chance that we get. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Sometimes you can't stop the hell life puts you in. It can sure feel like heaven, just depends who you're with. 'Cause you find out the real fun begins when you get some damn good friends. I've got some damn good friends. Yeah, I do. And when you say yes to forever with the love of your life, who's right there beside you with tears in their eyes and a flask in their boot to pull out with a grin, saying here's to the last time, we'll see you again. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Sometimes you can't stop the hell life puts you in. It can sure feel like heaven, just depends who you're with. Because you find out that real life begins. Oh yeah, that's when the real fun begins. When you get some damn good friends. I've got some damn good friends. When you get some damn good friends. I've got some damn good friends.
Keller,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here beside you, and I'm still, like you were saying earlier, I'm dumbfounded that this is actually happening.
Oh,
We're
man.
here together.
Whatever,
You're singing
come
the
on.
song in front of me, and dude, I'm gonna tell you like I told my other friends, you know, that got big on me. Don't forget who I am when you're
Dude, I won't forget
at
you, brother.
stadium with 60,000 people. Let's hear it.
And it's called 5x7 Red. It goes like this. Oh, here we go. I grew up too fast to have a childhood. Sometimes life don't play fair or by the rules. Put my shoulders back, red hot mad at the cards my dad was dealt. Had to hold it all by myself. Too big for the closet, too heavy for the shelf. You can act like nothing's missing. You can act like nothing's wrong. You can find a broom, try to sweep the truth somewhere it don't belong. Grab a corner, lift it up, but you can't fit that kind of stuff under a 5x7 rug. It was more than just a season, I still struggle. Strive and try to find the words to say. When will good enough be good enough? Will it ever change? I have to remind myself. You can act like nothing's missing. You can act like nothing's wrong. You can find a broom, try to sweep the truth somewhere it don't belong. Grab a corner, lift it up, but you can't fit that kind of stuff under a 5x7 rug. Why do all the hard things stick around and follow us? And who are we to chalk 'em up to dust? You can act like nothing's missing. You can act like nothing's wrong. You can find a broom, try to sweep the truth somewhere it don't belong. Grab a corner, lift it up, but you can't fit that kind of stuff under a 5x7 rug. Under a 5x7 rug.
Killer. Dude, that a lot of people are going to relate with that one.
Thanks, man.
Welcome back to the Backyard Bar Station Grill. It's the Zack Owen Show. It's Jim Alvarado filling in for the vacationing, golfing Zack Owen. But right now, we're celebrating Veterans Week all week, getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. And please help me welcome our hourly guest for the 9 o'clock hour or 8 o'clock hour. Is it 9?
Yeah.
It's already 9? Wow. Joe Hester, right?
Yes, sir.
Hester, what's going on, man?
Not too much. I appreciate the invite out here.
Dude, thank you for your service, too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
You know, I got, like I was telling Kevin earlier, I got halfway through my interview yesterday and said, I forgot to thank him for his service, man. That's a big deal.
No, we appreciate it. Yeah.
Do you get that a lot, or only when you're wearing your gear or something like that?
No,
huh?
like if they know, I guess would be, the telltale sign. They'll thank me, and it's appreciated.
Does it get old, or
no? And it's always fun.
Does it get annoying sometimes?
No, not at all.
Ever? No. Good.
It's appreciative, because that wasn't always the tempo, and like in America to appreciate and thank the service members, especially going down to like the Vietnam era and what have you.
Now I was thinking, if you're wearing a hat that says anything about military, you're asking for things, right? Or no?
It's a pride thing probably also as well. Not everyone served in the military. Not everyone has gone to, Afghanistan, Iraq, Vietnam, stuff like that. So it's kind of showing like, hey, I was here. Like sometimes you might get to see like what unit they're a part of or what branch they're in is mainly. But it's just pride.
So that's my hesitant of going up and thanking somebody like in a Walmart or the grocery store or just passing by somebody that has a hat on like that. I'm thinking, okay, so you thank them for their service. What if they didn't serve, or this was a friend of theirs, or that's the hesitant. So maybe that's why a lot of people don't go up to a veteran and thank them for their service.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a new experience for a lot of people. And usually those who appreciate may not have the opportunity to go up and thank a soldier, because, not everyone represents it or, goes out and tells everyone about it. So, it's just being able to have the opportunity to see a veteran that served, honorably, or, even if they had a little extra fun in the service, be able to say thank you, that's a rarity because, how many service members do we get to see day after day? So it's a great thing, though.
Yeah, especially the elderly. When I say elderly, I'm talking about 75, 80 years old that walk around with their hat on. And you could tell they were in the military because the hat's cupped up, creased up a little bit.
Yeah, got the baseball roll up there.
Yeah, well, it's like a Marine. If they're in the Marines, they got it tucked in like a Marine, or if they're in the Navy, it's kind of like a Navy.
Yeah, I think for the Army, it would be like the Ranger roll is what they call it.
Yeah. So what branch did you serve in?
I served in the United States Army for 8 years.
8 years? Boy, you went 2 terms, huh?
Yeah.
You almost went full speed, didn't you?
Tried. Yeah, the body didn't want to participate as much anymore. But yeah, I did my 8 years. I was an avionics survivability equipment repair. What that means is I worked on the electronics for helicopters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're a helicopter technician.
Yeah, electronics. Yep.
Did you ever fly in them?
Did I ever what?
Fly in a helicopter?
Yeah, I got to fly in a Black Hawk and a Chinook, both over in Afghanistan, so that was a good time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
No, we had great pilots. Loved all my service members that were over there, and we had great helicopters and great capabilities. So,
what's the highest can a helicopter go?
That is a great question.
Can't go 30,000 feet, obviously.
Yeah, it's still you have to.
Some probably can.
The
though.
Chinook is our most powerful helicopter in the Army. I'm sure they're changing over to the new stuff nowadays, but yeah, the Chinook, that was the
Tell me what a
fastest.
Chinook is.
That is the one that has the two props, front and back.
Does it go up like a helicopter and take off like a plane?
No, that'd be the Osprey.
Osprey.
That's the new style.
That's the Marines.
Yeah, they had it,
Okay.
and they've been using that, and now a lot of the new contracts that you're starting to see come out, they're gonna have like that look that you're.
So
kinda
over in Miramar, that's where I was. That's kind of what brought that up because when I was in San Diego, Miramar was far. You know, Kevin, my last hour, I guess, we were talking, but I forgot to tell him I saw a lot of those helicopters with blades going up like this.
Yeah.
And then I saw one time went like that, and it just took off.
Yeah,
Like,
that
Learjet.
was that new style that they started working on. And when I was in Afghanistan, one of my roommates, he went to go for a run, and it had only been about 3 minutes. And I could see the Ospreys start to come in. Well, when Ospreys land, they kick up a lot of dirt. And so I'm like calculating in my head. I'm like, I'm pretty sure my buddy's right there. And so as they came in, just the biggest dust plume you ever think of your life, and he just got covered in it. I figured he might have come back I thought he was going to come back 3 minutes later, just covered head to toe. But no, he went for his full run, but he came back and he was covered head to toe in dirt.
Wow.
But, that was what we had to deal with over there. Yeah.
So you went in for your first year. What was the first place you got deployed to?
So first deployment or first year?
Well, the first deployment.
First deployment, yeah.
Because the first year is a lot of that's basic training, and then you go do more training before you get deployed.
Yeah, it was definitely the first year was a lot of training. After training, I got to spend a year in South Korea.
Wow.
So I did that for a year, and then came back stateside for 6 months, and then right when I got to my unit, like, hey, we're going to Afghanistan. So then I just had to get the unit ready to deploy, and then we got to Afghanistan for a year.
So
that was a good
being
time.
in the desert of Afghanistan, how hot did it really get out there?
Yeah, so I was in the South region, and it wasn't too terrible. Again, that roommate I had, he was from Michigan, so I know he doesn't like the heat. So he only complained for about 2 weeks, and that was right in the middle of the summer. And he was like, it's just too hot. It's just too hot. I'm like, man, I grew up in the desert. Like, this is understandable. But we probably got to maybe 102.
Oh, wow.
It really wasn't that bad.
Texas is hotter than that, man.
Yeah. It might have just become elevation might have played a factor.
And there's no shade?
No shade. Yeah, there's no life out there. It was just purely rocks and dirt.
Really? No snakes or nothing, huh?
We did have the camel spider, the iconic desert spider, the sun spider, or something they call it.
How big are those?
The one that I got to see and interact with was probably about hand size.
Do they bite you?
It didn't bite me, but
they can bite you.
I think they're supposed to be able to
I mean, I'm just
feed off
curious,
the
man.
camels. I don't think they really bug us too much, but there's still some other more venomous spiders out there as well.
And you've seen camels out there, obviously.
Yeah, I got to see a big convoy. Maybe someone was getting married, very traditional, but it was about 50 camels with nomads on the side, and they were just walking them out through the middle of the desert. But it was just kind of a beautiful view to watch because, it was just iconic, almost very.
And those guys who live there, everyone laughs about their attire, but it's like a long shirt, like a white shirt.
Yeah.
They do that because it's probably cool. White reflects the sun really well.
I don't think they have a lot of time for fashion, so it's just a very simple cut, very easy. At least you have something, and you get bad weather out there, wind, sand, dirt, so it does its job.
Did you get any kind of souvenirs from Afghanistan that you like to talk about, or
I wish I did, because there would be little shops that you could buy things from, but I didn't get anything. I think I got some coins because I had earned them through my deployment.
Did you grab you some sand?
I got me. We had the Australians there, the Australian Special Forces, so I swapped flags with them.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
I gave them my deployment flag. They gave me the Australian flag, so I got that at least. Yeah,
Well, that's cool. But you didn't grab a handful of sand?
I'm sure it's in my gear and all my equipment. I try to forget that. You breathe enough of that dust in, it messes with your nose and sinuses and everything. So I try to forget it.
Nobody's been to Afghanistan. Nobody goes to Afghanistan on purpose, I don't think. Not too many people. Now, Dubai, that's a whole different story now.
Right.
How far is Dubai from Afghanistan?
I mean, it's
That's pretty good ways. Isn't
yeah,
it?
it's still pretty good distance. Yeah.
Did y'all ever get to go to places like that while you're there, or no?
No, when we flew in originally, you land in a place called Manas, and that's kind of like a South Russia kind of environment. And we were there for a week. It was a very cold week because we got there in January. So it's just maybe -10 outside. There's frost on everything, just completely snow covered. And then you get into Afghanistan, it's where I was at, it was just all dirt and rocks. So
I'm ignorant to the fact of being in Afghanistan. Do they have corporations and factories over there to build things?
Not in my location. I didn't get to go out much.
So
from
it
where
is
I
just
was at.
pure desert and nothing there.
I'm sure there are probably more built up spots that if I can get Billy had a really good story. He was on my podcast and he talked about how he was a Navy CB, so a combat engineer, and so he probably has more lay of the land than I do. I was just kind of stuck in my little area.
Working on helicopters.
But
But you didn't have to do too much because they were always in great shape, right?
Luckily, when I had our helicopters, they were built to last. A lot of good components on there, and so for our electronics at that point, it wasn't too much hard work. But yeah, there was just service that needed to be done.
Did the sand do a lot of damage to the helicopters while they're
No,
there?
they're pretty sealed up tight.
Really?
Yeah, they did a good job on making them.
So you just have to do you do the oil changes on them? Or
No, that'd be like the maintenance crew. Those would be the guys.
They
that
stay
actually got
busy,
Put
didn't they?
wrenches on them. Yeah, we had a great. Our unit was setting records over there with the phases that we would do on these helicopters. So they did a great job.
Wow. But your job is to make sure they communicate real well.
Yeah. So there's like the radar, sonar, land nav, missile detection, and all that fun stuff. Just to kind of let the pilot know where they're at and what's around them. So that's what I have to work on.
You've probably seen it in the news right now. They're having a hard time with the terminals or some of these airports that the equipment hadn't been upgraded since the 60s.
Yeah.
That they're having. Do you have that same problem in the military that you guys have to use the same equipment from 1960s and 70s trying to make it work?
Yeah.
With today's technology?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sometimes if it's not broke, don't fix it. But then sometimes you don't want these things to break, so you
But
kind
they're
of gotta stay
heavy.
on it.
They're heavier.
I mean, we had test equipment that probably outweighed me when I was in the Army.
Because back then they had tubes. And tubes and things that have tubes that have big relays in there. The relays are heavy. And for all that to work, to communicate, but nowadays they have these things that are called digital, micros.
Yeah, we went from analog to digital really cool, like I don't want to say overnight, but they just really kind of jumped it really well from when analog, where you just had the little dial moving, to now it's like a digital screen. You have a menu, just like what might feel like your phone or a computer. And so it's pretty awesome to be able to see that change.
So there's room for new helicopters being in the military right now. You're thinking, huh?
I mean, they were working on it before. I know under the new administration, I don't know what the new plan or goal is for the military, but there is a lot of great technology out there and a lot of capabilities that all these companies been working towards. So it's exciting to see what will come out as the new the fleets for the military.
Because what I'm thinking, and this is my vision, and again, I'm ignorant to the fact because I've never been there, but I'm thinking MASH.
MASH, okay.
You ever seen the movie MASH? Yeah. Out in the middle of the desert somewhere, fighting the wars, and they have the old technology. I mean, like a big old box that the radar can't even pick up the box and put it in the Jeep. It's so heavy, and so they're still using that. I mean, that was back in the days they recorded MASH.
We
in
still
the
have
70s.
We've upgraded. We have
I'm
some
not
great
trying to high side on the military. I'm just saying, man, they got. I mean, our taxpayer dollars are paying for that. Why don't they upgrade it?
It's just, I mean, you have to have training. You have to have the equipment. You have to have someone to build it. And I think that might be the hardest thing because, in America right now, who has the largest manufacturing capabilities? And it's usually most of us.
Elon Musk.
Hey, he's putting in work.
He built a rocket ship.
I get to listen
he
to
can
it
sure build a helicopter.
every once in a while here. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, I think Elon is. I mean, everyone's got their deals about him one way or the other, and I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm just talking about he is a very smart man for his age.
Sure.
And to be innovative as much as he is with technology. I mean, not only him, but you have the guy Abos or something like that who owns
Jeff.
Yeah, but you can put those two guys together and they can come up with some serious stuff. I mean, I know they don't like working together because they seem to be opposite, but that's what we need to do is try to get those two guys to work together to build something new for the military.
And I mean, maybe not to pin it all on just, two people, but I think us as a country need to come together to be able to start producing and making some of these great things.
We're off the air now.
She gone.
Hey, you know me. My producer over there. Oh, yeah, give me the sound effect. I just moved my microphone. But anyhow, I guess we're not far from a break. But anyhow, so the first few years, and then you got to go to Afghanistan, and then you came back. What made you want to go for 4 more years?
I got to re-enlist when I was over there because I think if I'd have got out right when we got back, I'd have had like a month or two after deployment. So I wanted to stay in. I was starting to get the idea about going green to gold. And then so I did re-enlist, but I did another 4 years after that. And then just after that, that's when my body was starting to have some issues.
Does it get easier as the more you enlist, or is it just as hard as day one?
It just depends on what kind of job you pick and what your skill set is.
You still had to do PT?
Oh, yeah.
Every day?
We had a lot of great leaders that I got to serve under, and they were very motivated to keep us physically fit. And so that was great because I was actually getting really, really good. But then I just started to get a little wear and tear and then just couldn't keep up.
I don't know, because I figured, okay, I understand you do physical training for the first few years because you do a lot of combat probably. But the second term, you should be a little easy, lenient on the physical training. Because if I don't know, this is just because I'm ignorant. Does the officers have to do all that?
They don't have to. They could come out if they choose to.
Okay.
They usually have just different schedules and different tempos to be in different places for, just depending on what their mission is. But that's why you have great officers who then trust their NCOs, and then the NCO's job is then run and then train the JOs, the junior enlisted. And so that's what I was always at. I tried to make it to sergeant, but I just didn't stay in long enough. I stayed in one more month, I would have made it to sergeant. But I got out early and wasn't able to get
two uncles,
promoted.
and they both made first sergeant.
Nice. I mean, that's a lot of work.
In the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And they were there for a while, though.
Sure, yeah.
One of them almost actually went all the way, but he didn't. He finally got out and became a truck driver.
There you go.
I mean, how do you do that? You go from being a first sergeant to a truck driver, I guess.
He's great. I mean, he can probably coordinate well. He probably maybe even just enjoys maybe the isolation, just being in the truck and driving.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, the guy makes over $300,000 a year doing that,
Right.
so that's not a bad job.
Can't complain on that.
He's got a Corvette. That dude turns around and buys more toys, and he's like in his almost 70s. I'm like, dude, what are you doing with a Bugatti? Then I said, what do you do? He's got a crotch rocket, man. That dude does almost 150 miles an hour. I'm like, why? You don't ride it.
Got to have it. Yeah.
It's toys.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got every PS2 or PS3 stations now. I think it's PS5 or something. I don't know. I guess the Marine Corps did something for him.
I mean, sometimes they get their little
Took
niche
away
and
your
they go for
childhood.
it.
Now you're going back and reliving your childhood.
That'd be something, yeah.
Because you've been in there for so long.
Yeah, have some
Hey, man,
fun.
we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back more with you, and we're going to talk about Memorial Day
Awesome.
weekend. I know you're a cooker, too. We're coming up right now. We're going to do a commercial break. This hour being brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, and Be Kind Coffee. More of the Zack Owen Show live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill coming up.
Just use Ampace.
And paste.
Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files, remove malware and viruses, and protect your device. It also optimizes your Mac's hard disk, fixes disk permission issues, and cleans memory, all to boost your Mac's performance to the max. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle. The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade. It is all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic, which is really great for your baby's sensitive skin.
And it's made with Climatech, which regulates your baby's temperature.
You can also get Joy's crib sheets, which are made of the same super soft material.
Joy gave my baby comfort
and gave me peace of mind.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
Maud Lily is your go-to for stylish and affordable fashion that fits your life. Whether you're looking for the perfect swimsuit for a beach day, a chic dress for a night out, or cozy tops for everyday wear, Maud Lily has it all. Their extensive collection of swimwear, including bikinis, tankinis, and one-pieces, always keeps you on trend, while their dresses and tops come in flattering styles for every occasion. Visit maudlily.com today.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app. No hormones, no side effects, and 93% effective with typical use, and 98% effective with perfect use. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. Home. There's no place like it. Homes are filled with memories and emotions. OfferPad knows this is your home, not your house. That's why we do what we do. Every day, we aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It's the Zack Owen Show, and with me it's the locksmith guy. I found out while we were during the break. Okay, so not Kevin, but Joe, tell me a little more about this locksmith.
Yeah, so I started my own company. It's called Business Locksmith. And so with my training in the military, a lot of the troubleshooting, problem solving that I've learned, I also have my bachelor's degree in business administration. I take my skill set and I go to business owners and I help them with their journey of being a business owner. And so it's kind of like however much you want to use me, but I can try to get you down a new pathway in your business that will hopefully give you what you're wanting out of your business, which is hopefully, reaching your goal, your milestone, whatever, however much that is, and then just be able to have someone like myself as a resource along that whole journey. So I'm just here to unlock a new pathway for your business.
Even though you don't know anything about their business, but you can figure it out.
Yeah, I've studied business for about the past 12 years,
wow.
And I've ran this business myself, doing a lot of market research, especially for here in Waco or Texas itself, for the past 3 years. So I've been studying and I've been talking and kind of getting to know what business owners, what their challenges are, and what they face. And so I put together a program that helps with that.
What do you find the most challenging for your current business owners here in the Central Texas area?
So it may be a little rude to say, but I feel like Waco doesn't use Waco enough.
I know, right?
There's 144,000 people in Waco, not to include China Springs, Robinson, Woodway, and all that. But there are a lot of people here, and there are a lot of great companies here, a lot of locally owned businesses, whether they've been here their whole life or maybe they moved out here and opened their own company. But they've come out here and they have a company, but trying to get the word out in Waco is very interesting and kind of a challenge. And so that's why I have the marketing part of my company, which helps promote and helps get the word out about your company.
Wow, and that's huge, especially in today's world. Everyone thinks you need to go digital or to be on digital Facebook. A lot of business owners, and I'm going to just talk about myself because I used to be a business owner in a way, kind of. I had a mobile DJ company, but I'm not really technical savvy, you know.
Sure.
I'm a little bit okay on Facebook and a little bit on Instagram, but that's as far as it goes. But the TikToks and all that, and everyone says you have to be on TikTok if you're going to be in business because that's where the kids are and that's where the money is. And
I mean, there's truth. I mean, depending on what your product is, the way I look at it is every company has an ideal customer base or client base. And so it's like, what do we have to do to get those individuals, you know? Let's say you want to sell beer, but you live in a state that doesn't allow you to sell beer. Is that going to be a really good business? I mean, you might want to go back old school and bootlegging and all that good stuff. But, you know, if you're going to live in a town like Waco, what does Waco need? What services do they need? What are their people interested in? And so that's what we have to take into consideration. You know, we have a lot of elements out here from like Baylor to a lot of parks and just, you know, sport and stuff like that. And so it's just trying to find, again, what's your ideal customer base and how do we get that?
what do you think Waco needs? What do you see a need that Waco is lacking? Someone out there who's maybe considering starting a business, say, man,
breakfast.
Really? There's
not enough
breakfast places ever.
Name.
Well, Magnolia table
for breakfast. Like, okay, so
that's breakfast,
but I mean,
it's hard to get in,
right? So ease and access isn't quite there. It's a great place. You can have a great breakfast, but I mean, just a regular breakfast place, some eggs and bacon, kind of like, you know, like it.
Now there is one in Waco, but it's a well-kept secret, though.
Oh, that does everyone a lot.
I know it.
What is it?
It's called Our Breakfast Place.
Okay.
It's over there by, I guess, on the corner of Waco Drive and New Road.
Yeah. And so for me, what I kind of realize is like there's
really
no
good.
early breakfast. I think for the most places out here, they open up at 10 o'clock.
You got IHOP or Denny's.
Yeah, I want to eat at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning because I've already been up for an hour or two and I'm ready to eat breakfast.
The only problem with you're right. We need a good breakfast place,
Quick, fast, good quality,
and good affordability.
Yeah.
I don't want to go eat at a breakfast place that I'm going to spend $35 for breakfast, and my coffee was never hot. It happened to me. I'm not going to mention what I was at in Arlington.
Okay.
I'm a tour bus driver, so I had a little time. I just finished the tour, and it was early, and I was starving, so I went to this brand name breakfast place, and I spent $30-something for scrambled eggs, bacon, and a stack of blueberry pancakes, and my coffee was cold.
Bad day.
And I was one of 2 guests in the whole building. It was 4 or 5 in the morning, but the coffee always should be hot.
Right.
Right.
We're not asking for much.
You're spending $35.
Yeah.
I even asked the lady, hey, ma'am, do y'all have any more coffee? She goes, no, this is what we got right now. I'm like, it's not hot. I can go microwave it for you. I'm like, no, I'll drink it cold.
Yeah. I love customer service. I mean, I would feel terrible because I used to work in a restaurant. My mom was a manager at a restaurant, and we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I got to see how she ran a company, and I didn't know her versus like the rest of the world that what we had was really special and of high quality. And so, you know, I guess maybe I was spoiled with that. And so now I look at that through everything else I go through for like a restaurant or something like that. And it's like customer service just needs to definitely come back as
Breakfast
well.
was the last thing I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say we need more tourism, tour guides companies. I
mean,
see there's
we
one
got a couple
here
out here.
Waco.
Yeah.
They stay real busy.
Sure.
And now when you're only 1 or 2 in town, you can name your own price.
Right. I mean,
when you have more competitors, the price comes down, doesn't it?
It becomes
a
a
little
demand. It comes, you know, competitors and all that good stuff, or they can expand
The
themselves.
willingness to do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
A lot of options.
And then having the people who are smart enough to know where to go for tourism, to take your tourists.
Yeah, but what do the people want to see? Where they want to go?
Of course, if you're in Waco, what are you doing? You're touring fixer-uppers.
Right? Buy your own house out here, have fun.
Everybody wants to move to Waco to get a fixer-upper house, you know.
Those days might
Chip
be a
and
little
Joe are
gone.
great. I did the wedding reception at Ridgewood Country Club when they first got married.
Oh, really?
I was in the mobile DJ business, so I did a lot of weddings, and theirs was one of them. And I remember their wedding today. I have pictures, but I'll never release them because I'm not trying to, hey, I know Chip and Joanna, you know. I one day would like for them to remodel my house, but I don't know if I can afford them.
I mean,
they're not cheap, man.
I mean, nothing's cheap right now.
They own a network now.
Yeah.
I mean,
kudos to them.
You
That's
heard
a lot
the
of hard
story
work.
how they met, right? It's real simple.
I mean, I don't know how they met before like all
He went to Baylor. Her dad owned a tire shop. She worked the counter at the tire shop. He went in there to get some tires and fell in love with her. Had to go back and get new tires the next week when he didn't need tires.
Hey, gotta set that time, right?
Oh boy has about 4 sets of tires he didn't need just so he can talk to her, is what he's told me.
Hey.
It's like, and then, hey,
Love
rest
makes you
is
do
history.
crazy things sometimes.
So anybody needs to get a hold of you business-wise, how can they get you?
Yeah, I like to do a starting point where it'd be the Founder's Vision session, and that's what I like to call Finding Point A. So you can go to my website, business-locksmith.com, go to the page and just kind of fill out a little form. We'll set up a time and talk, and I'll just start to get to know you and your company, and we'll just kind of start working from there on how I could help best
So how
serve
many
you.
times people call you and ask you, hey, I need a lock to get fixed or changed or?
I think we're up to like 5 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got
like,
hey, dude, I brought my safe over here. It's in that office, man.
Yeah.
Can you crack it?
Right.
Hey, I promise it's mine.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
And the money
yeah.
in there is all mine.
Yeah,
You know?
possession's 9/10 of the
I don't
law.
care what Chris Cox says. It's my money. He's got my money in his safe. All right, man, we're going to do real quick this day in history. Wow. This day in history, 1957, Marty Robbins had a song called White Sport Coat. You remember that one?
I do not.
And the Pink Carnation, it reached #1 on the Billboard Country Single Charts, become one of his signature songs.
Okay, I'll be able to listen to today.
Marty Robbins, old El Paso guy.
Okay, nice.
You ever heard of old El Paso?
That does sound familiar, yeah.
Come on. Everybody's heard El Paso.
There's a lot of music out there.
1968, you ever heard of Charlie Pride? Oh, that's another great country album. He had the Countryway topped the country album charts, making a significant achievement in his groundbreaking career. That's probably say, you got to kiss an angel, good morning. You ever heard of that?
No.
Kiss an angel, good morning. And she'll love you like the devil when she gets back home.
There we go.
That's my debut for singing. 1983, the Oakers Boys album Delivered reached #1 on the country album chart, featuring hits like Ozark Mountain Jubilee. I like the Oakers Boys. The only thing I like is Elvira, because he ran.
Okay.
Giddy up, bum, bop, bum, bop, bum, bow, wow. Bow, wow. I mean, if I could do that right. Bow, bow, wow. Not really. That dude's got a low voice. 2000, Faith Hill's The Way You Love Me ascend to #1 on the Billboard Country Single Chart, showcasing her crossover appeal. So that means she could be country and top 40 at the same time, which we had another country gal who did that. Her name is, what's her name? Oh, yeah. She sings Tim McGraw. Her first hit was called Tim McGraw. Oh, come on. The girls are going Taylor Swift, yeah.
Okay.
The girls are killing us right now. Oh, come on, it's Swiftie.
I mean,
I'm not a Swift. Are you a Taylor fan? I like her music. Some of her music's all right. 2022, John Driscoll Hopkins of the Zac Brown Band publicly announced his ALS diagnosis. I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't
sorry
know
to hear
that. Zac Brown? Raising awareness for the disease. Well, that says a lot why he doesn't tour as much as he used to. I didn't know that. Well, that's what Today in History is all about there. All right, stick around. We're going to talk about what you like to cook. It's Veterans Week as we're celebrating Memorial Day weekend, and Joe's going to tell us what he likes to cook or smoke. Coming up right after this.
Dive into adventure with Scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust Scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at Scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com. Your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internix.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, the world's leading pet DNA service.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
We're live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. It's the Zack Owen Show. It's Avocado sitting in with my friend Joe Hester. He is actually known in the Waco, Texas area as the locksmith guy. And by the way, don't call him for locks. He doesn't unlock a door. He doesn't fix your safe, although you probably wouldn't mind coming to help him out.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
You could unlock
but
it.
It's a liability thing, so
Yeah,
that's not.
yeah. And you got to have paperwork and prove it's your safe.
Right.
All right, so tell people how they can get a hold of you and stuff like that. How, like, they want you, they heard you this morning. They go, okay, I do have a business. I am lacking a little bit in the social media area.
Sure.
Or I don't have my website. I don't know how to get my website up to date. Or I don't have a website.
Right.
You know, and if you're in a business right now, if you don't have a website, that's a big no-no already.
Right.
I mean, a website's a huge tool. And the websites to get built out there are starting between $15,000 up to $50,000. Depends on who you are. And some are even more expensive than that.
Absolutely.
But you can help them out for little is the budget can afford, and then you can at least consult them what they need to do.
Right. We can put it together. We can do a brand development. That's a big key aspect before you get a website built is, what is your company? What is your brand? What is your message? What is your product? You put all that together, and that's what you're trying to inform your customers or your clients. So that's where I can help put all that together, brainstorm, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to achieve? And so that's that's it comes along with like what I provide, you know, and I just try to find any pain points that they may be having. You know, they might be working too much. Also, you know, in business, you have a business owner who's got their own personal life, so they might be having you know, problems at home or whatever it is, and just trying to put everything together all at once. And so I can try to support and I can try to give them what they need during their time of, you know, running their company, whether it's a startup or maybe they're getting ready to retire. You know, there's just two different aspects between what we could do. So yeah, if anyone wants to sign up for just a sit-down meeting, you can go to the website and fill out the form. I do have a new workshop. It's a 10-day planner workshop, and this helps give people skill sets on how to set their calendar for the next 10 days. And we go over your priorities and responsibilities and how that reflects what you're doing within your time within the next 10 days. So,
and folks, this is a veteran. You can trust him. He's not here trying to swindle you into doing something to make money for him. He's actually here to take his skills and to do something to help you help yourself, you know. And you have price. We were talking about your pricing, and what I liked about it, it's tier pricing.
True. Yes.
It's basically what you were telling me.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're starting off, you know, you may not have a lot of capital. We can then, you know, even through a small meeting, I can give you options on how to raise capital, just depending on what your company is and what you're trying to do. If you have staff, they probably need training. You don't probably have enough time to train your staff and run a company and do everything included. I've got plenty of time in training. You know, I used to train my guys on how to repair electronics, and if you can teach that, you should be pretty good on teaching just about anything.
Man, I mean, I wish I had a business. I'd hire you right now.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, especially on a tier level. So you acknowledge the business and how big it is, and that's how you would charge an hourly rate or whatever you need to charge.
Yeah, we can do hourly rate, or we can do like a monthly package or retainer or kind of whatever you want to call it. And then you just have my services for the time period, and then I'll just give you all I got for that time and try to get done as much as we can.
And now the 10-day workshop is a new thing I just heard this morning. So that's something that someone may be interested in. Say, hey, how do I get in touch with you to set up a 10-day workshop?
Yeah, absolutely. I have if you go to the website, you can go to the workshops. I hold it on Mondays. So if you're looking for something to do on a Monday, anytime between 9 and 5, you can book your seat. I got 3 seats per hour. And so it's just private, very small. It's about a 45-minute class. If you're a little bit faster and you need to just come in and go, you can do that as well. But yeah, just sign up online, book your time, and then I'll be there. We'll teach. And like I said, about 45 minutes, you'll have enough time to look over for the next 10 days and kind of block out your time and see what it is that you're spending your time on.
What's the online? How do they get to you again?
The website is business-locksmith.com.
Business-locksmith.com. And yes, he could probably fix your locks if you need him to. I mean, unless you're busy doing it.
I know locksmiths that will do that. So if you want someone proper to do it, we can do it that way.
Is it your birthday today?
I wish it was, but no. We got a couple more months.
I can hear the birthday bells in the background singing happy birthday to somebody out there. All right. Is it really happening to me like that? I just
Absolutely.
heard like tinker bells or something around here. Maybe I'm just imagining hearing things now, Joe. There's the birds. All right, born on today, Tuesday, May 20th, young Texas artist, a friend of mine, I want to start with him, is David Adam Burns. So happy birthday, David.
Happy
Today's
birthday.
your birthday. And we'll start with yesterday's birthday. I forgot a local person that had her birthday was Anna Pica of West Texas. So happy birthday, Anna,
Happy birthday.
yesterday. And then yesterday, my boss's birthday was William Clark Green's birthday. So happy birthday, William.
Happy birthday, boss man.
Boss man. We call him Big Dog.
Big Dog.
Big Dog. Happy birthday, Big Dog, because he calls everybody else Big Dog. Just I'm not going to, I'll go ahead and tell you why. If he didn't know your name, he's going to call you Big Dog. And he sees a lot of people.
That's fun.
So everybody's
Yeah.
Big Dog.
I like
So
that.
we call him Big Dog.
I like boss.
All right, so James Stewart, actor, American actor known for classic films, was born on this day in 1908, and he passed away in 1997, if you didn't know that. Joe Cocker, one of my favorite voices. I used to not like Joe Cocker's voice.
No?
No, but man, as I gotten older, I love his style.
Okay.
And it's easy to replicate, but not really. And people try to be like a Joe Cocker, but you can't actually get that growl. Born on this day, 1944, and then passed away in 2014. God rest his soul. Cher is it's producer trying to show me what's going on. Cher, 1946 American singer and actress. 1958 Ron Reagan. I call him Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
I've never called him Ron.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not right. It's Ronald Reagan, President Ronald Reagan. American radio host, The Ron Reagan Show, and son of Ronald and Nancy Reagan. Oh, so it's a different Ron
So
Reagan.
son
Ron. Why didn't they say Ron Reagan Jr.? Junior. Okay. Happy birthday, Junior. Timothy Olympiat, 1968 American actor. Busta Rhymes was born on this day in 1972, American rapper and actor. And John Party, he's still out there doing his thing, born in 1985, American country singer. And Doug the Plug, American internet celebrity dog, was born today of 2012. All right. So it's time to go check in with sports. Scotty, what's going on, Scotty?
What's going on, Jim? What you doing?
I was just saying happy birthday. Is it your birthday today?
No, my birthday's in August.
August? What day in August, man?
The 31st.
Mine's the 29th. Hey, my wife's on the 31st.
Let's go.
We're all Leos or Virgos. There you go, Virgos. I forget where I am every now and then. Hey, what's going on in sports today? What you got?
Man, did you see this beef between RG3 and Ryan Clark?
No, I didn't. What happened now? What'd they do? RG3 won, right?
My cliff notes are, RG3 said Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Ryan Clark says that he only said that because he has a white wife and doesn't understand the plight of black women. So RG3 came back and was like, don't talk about my wife. And then Ryan Clark came out and said, you're the worst teammate I've ever had on or off the field. And it's all this Twitter drama, gross, annoying stuff.
Are you serious? I mean, come on. Why you got to talk about my wifey like that?
Dude.
Talk about me all you want, but leave my wife out of this. It doesn't matter what color she is. She's my wife.
Bingo.
Disrespect, man.
We may comment on that really quickly, but we will talk NBA basketball as we get ready for conference finals. We'll talk a little flag football. Did you know flag football is an Olympic sport in 2028?
I did not know that, but I did not know skateboard was an Olympic sport either.
Well, there you go. So flag football is the newest Olympic sport, and the NFL is going to allow its athletes to try out for the Olympic team.
Really? For flag football?
Yes.
What if they get hurt playing flag football? And then
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Oh, my gosh. If I owned that player, because you don't own anybody, but if you're paying that player like $20 million or something like that, I would say no to the flag. Either you choose flag football or you choose my football.
There you go. You know, there's a lot of professional flag football players who are actually really outraged over the idea that NFL players could be better than they are because it is a different sport. The way you avoid getting tackled is 1,000% different in flag football than real football.
You don't get tackled in flag football. Are you kidding me? You got to suck your butt up.
Yeah, all those moves are so unique to flag football, though.
Man, I'm a flag football pro. I didn't know there was a...
You should try out for the Olympic team.
Dude, I can... Because I don't want no one touching my butt. That's why I was so good at it. You can tackle me all you want to, but don't grab my butt, man.
Anyway, that's what we're doing today, man.
All right, Scott, thank you very much, man.
Take care,
catch the show coming up right after the Zack Owen show. Wow, yeah, you're not touching my butt. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have more coming up live at the Backyard Bar Station Grill on the Zack Owen show.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on the screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. With our feature called Popple Direct, you can pop one of your links directly. I turn Direct on for Instagram. Now when I pop someone's phone, it opens directly to my Instagram. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
Welcome to Market XLS, your all-in-one Excel solution for investors. Designed as an enterprise-grade platform, Market XLS caters to investment managers, registered investment advisors, asset managers, financial analysts, option traders, and individual investors alike. We kickstart your journey with AI and an automatic spreadsheet. Market XLS is your gateway to intelligent, secure, and efficient investment management and research. Book your free demo.
Welcome to Kit Bag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, we've got your team's colors running through our veins. From official replica kits to custom player prints of your favorite stars like Ronaldo, Messi, and Kane, Kit Bag is your one-stop shop for all things football. Powered by Fanatics, we deliver to over 180 countries, ensuring you get the gear you need fast. For true football passion, think Kit Bag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's KITBAG.com. Kit Bag. For 75 years, Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. No gimmicks, just durable, well-designed bottles built to last. Join us in our mission to amplify life, not complicate it. Because at Nalgene, what goes into our bottles matters as much as the adventures they fuel. Explore more at nalgene.com. That's NALGENE.com. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com. Ticket Liquidator.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The #1 thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated with style and durability. You can trust Tervis tumblers to keep your drinks the perfect temperature, hot or cold, for hours. From the classic insulated tumblers to sleek stainless steel water bottles, each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Since our founding, we've been revolutionizing hair removal with cutting-edge technology and a commitment to empowerment. The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. Experience the future of hair removal today at ulike.com, because at U-Like, beauty is about looking and feeling good. That's ULIKE.com, U-Like. With Ease US, make studio-quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects, featuring 468 natural AI voices. Customize the volume, mood, and pauses to perfectly match your content. Plus, capture high-quality videos with no watermark. Record your screen, webcam, and voice, and save them instantly to your computer. Never been easier to create professional-grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill live. It's the Zack Owen Show. It's Avocado, of course, this hour being brought to you by our friends at Be Kind Coffee and Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group. And Joe, we're talking about some barbecue, man.
Absolutely.
It's Memorial Day weekend. Traditionally, for Americans, it's to cook.
Right.
You got to have some kind of meat or something out there on the grill, or being outside by a pool or a lake or something like
Absolutely.
that. What's your favorite thing to do? Are you a cooker, smoker, or what you like to do?
No, yeah, I do great amounts of cooking and smoking and all that good stuff. So probably for this, we'll probably do like maybe a pork butt. Put that in the smoker, let that cook, and then do some pulled pork sandwiches or something like that.
What did you hear me tell Kevin last hour? You can make bologna the same way.
I mean, you can.
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
and it's. I think, man, I one day I would like to try that.
Sure.
I mean, because I got to talk to my friend at the meat church again. His name is Matt, and say, Matt, does that really taste good? Or are you just trying to buffalo us into buying your spices? But you know, so you're a smoker too. You have a Traeger, right?
Pit Boss, yeah.
Pit Boss, yeah. That's even better though.
Yeah, I got the pellet smoker. This is my first time.
How do you like the pellet smoker?
It's not bad. You just have to learn your timing, because I've ran out of pellets mid-cook before, like right at the end, so that's terrible. So you just make sure you pay attention to your pellets, make sure you keep feeding it, buy yourself like 3 bags at a time because you'll just burn through them.
Does your pit boss have a iPhone thing where you can
see it?
That's the difference of pit boss and Traeger.
I didn't want it because my buddy's got one. He's like, oh, I do it this way. I'm like, I'll do it old school.
That's the difference of $200 or $300 versus $2,000 or $3,000.
Right.
You know?
I mean, once you learn your timing, it's not really needed.
It's not fun cooking on your phone, man. I like going to the pit. I like checking it out myself, you know. And open the door and get covered in smoke for the day, you know.
Yeah, and you got to shower right before bed, otherwise you smell like a smoker. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. That's the only way to do it, right?
Right.
Or the old school way is to get these big old chunks of wood and put it in a firebox and smoke it, you know, and stay up all night long watching that fire, drinking cold beer.
Absolutely, yeah. Drinking, smoking meat at the end of the day, hanging out with
when
family.
you quit drinking beer, it's no fun staying up all night.
You know, stay hydrated.
So that's why I went to the electric smoker.
Nice.
It's just as good almost.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is good. All right. It's time for us to get out of here as we're about to wrap up this hour. And thank you again for your service. Thank you for
so
everything.
much. Appreciate
Y'all
it.
look him up, the locksmith guy. He'll get your business up and running. Whatever you're stalled, he can fix you up right. As we'll continue Veteran Week tomorrow, I'm going to be here all week filling in for Zack Owen, who's out there golfing. Can't believe that. This hour, of course, being brought to you by the Waco Realtors, the Eastling Group, and Be Kind Coffee. I'm Jim Alvarado. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. For the
Sweet potatoes cooking in the kitchen on Sunday after church. She's humming along with the gospel station on the radio while she works. And through the house you can hear her voice, brother, to the front porch swing. You could hear choke up when the preacher mentioned Martin Luther King. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Well, it seemed like she lived with us most of the time, but she kept her place cross town. Daddy picked her up in his big black Lincoln, all the neighbors, they come out. She said, oh, Mr. Robert Earl, son, well, you've been so good to me. Hey, Daddy hugged her neck, said, whatever you need, darling, you're part of my family. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Well, she walked me to school every morning when I was just a little boy. She hold my hand and we sing together, you are my sunshine and my joy. I said, oh, Miss Victoria, honey, what can I say? Hey, that black old lady was my best friend, made me who I am today. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. She was born in 1897 on Louisiana-Texas line. And she lived a damn near 90-something, not a sick day in her life. When she passed, it hit us hard, brother, we all felt the pain. Hey, a funeral was black and white, but our tears were all the same. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing.
Keep the music playing.